Alright, hello, and welcome back to Dragon Warrior 3. Ended the last video, just after changing job classes for the first time. Went to the tower north of Dama Shrine and got the Book of Satori, changed Link to a sage, Samus into a wizard, and Simon into a priest. Since then, hours of grinding to get them all up to high upper 30s, low 40s in experience levels. Well, maybe not quite that high, but pretty close. A lot of deaths with party members in between. But then Simon into a wizard as he is now. Samus into a priest. Again, more grinding. Simon is still a wizard, but afterwards I changed Samus back to a soldier. Yeah, so, again, a lot of grinding involved there. But, in the end, I mean, got a party of pretty much everybody that can cast all of the magic spells in the game. Yeah. Plus Samus, since she's now a soldier again, can still equip all of the, well, most of the better weapons and armor, on top of being able to use all the magic point or spells. So yeah. I mean, granted, you couldn't do that in some games like Part 7. Certain magic spells don't carry over from one vocation to the next, which in my opinion sucks, but oh well. 7 is a good game, don't get me wrong, it just... Anyways... Of course, also in terms of story, last video, we beat Baramos, discovered the underworld of Elfgard, and realized that this game is a prequel to the first game. I explored all of Elfgard for the most part, marking return spell spots. So, yeah. Alright. Return back to the village of Kol. Didn't get this item last time because there was no need to yet, knowing that I was still going to have hours upon hours upon hours of grinding first. Just like in the first game, this village fountain, as it's supposed to be, doesn't look much like a fountain in 8-bit graphics, but 1, 2, 3. What? Did I already get this? Oh, okay. Fairy flute. Of course, in part 1, I actually can't say last game because the last game would be part 2, but in part 1, this was an optional item. I mean, yes, it was highly recommended you have this to put that golem guarding the village of Cantland to sleep so you could defeat him that way. To which I say, phooey. Phooey, 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 phooey. I'd rather grind to the extreme and kick his butt the normal way. Forget sleep spells. On sleep spells. Middle fingers to sleep spells. But that's just me. I mean, if you gotta play your games your way too, so. But anyways, point being, this time, it's not just an optional item. There is no getting around getting it this time, as it serves a completely different purpose, since that golem isn't even there in front of Cantland Village yet in this time period. As we saw in the end, towards the end of the last video, the person responsible for putting him there is just now getting that idea to do so. No. In this game, you need it for something else. Now that I have that, over here to this tower that wasn't even there. Frick, I don't even think that island was here in part 1. Let alone that tower. I guess at some point in the story gap between this game to part 1, this island sinks, taking the tower with it, I guess. Kind of like that tower in what Final Fantasy V, I think it was? Yeah. Alright, now we see how good this party can do in real battles. I mean, I've been grinding against a little weaker enemies, which is probably why it took as long as it did, but... Okay, well, there's more of those striped barriers. Here we go again with the excessively high random battle rate. Ooh, you dirty rat. Okay. What? Bullshit! Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, we all three, well... 3 of the 4, I don't know if the main character named after me has it or not. The other 3 all do. Actually, technically, now that I think about it, I don't even need this final key item anymore. Let's see. Alright. Just out of curiosity, though, before I get too accustomed to doing that this way. Let's see. Link, 211 MP. Oh, it doesn't take any MP? Really? Okay, it's like the zoom spell in Dragon Quest XI. 0 MP use. I can go for that. Ooh, Metal Babbles. Samus. Wizard. Okay, be Dragon. Now if that damn... Of course. Oh, so much for the Bidragon idea then. I mean, if that Metal Babble had stuck around into the second round, the Bidragon is an almost guaranteed victory. Almost. I mean, it can still... The sneaky Metal Babble can still run away, but it's highly unlikely after from the first round into the second. Making it a very, potentially speaking, making it a very useful attack against Metal Babbles. Of course, theoretically, anyways. Soich. Okay, actually, I don't think the item that's right, the item I'm thinking of is several floors up yet. Alright, well... Let's try this one more time. Hopefully this one don't... So much for optimism. Hopefully this one don't... Yeah. Oh well, at this point I really don't need experience levels for a while anyway, so screw it. Not gonna waste any more MP on... Oh goody. A mimic. face most. Firebolt exploded. Yeah, since it's a single target, single enemy. Well, fuck it. Or, excuse me, sorry, frick it. Sorry, try to keep these videos, you know, with minimal obscenities. I try, sometimes Okay, so that was nothing. Of course, again, at least they don't have mimics with every treasure chest like Portrait of Ruin did. I mean, I know I've mentioned that before, but just replaying Portrait of Ruin on my own free time was reminded of it again. Every single treasure chest you see in that game, be assured it's going to be a mimic. You see a treasure chest, it's a mimic. Kind of spoils the surprise when every chest you see is guaranteed to be a... You get to the point where you don't even bother going anywhere near them because you know it is. At least in games like this, you know, they balance it out a little better. No, I didn't want to do that. Oops. Offhand, I'd say I goofed. Magi wyverns. Oh, good, he can use sleep spells. Oh well. Even if you put my party to sleep, at our levels, it's highly unlikely he alone would be able to kill us anyway, so... One of us would wake up and kick his rear. Oops, it's the other side. Okay. Okay, so sue me, so I forgot my way through. Ooh, some lucky hits in. Can't complain about that. Well, you could, I suppose, but be like, what the hell are you complaining about? 2 lucky hits in a row and you're complaining? What? Warlock? All we are? Fight for rock? No, not that Warlock. Yeah, of course. Yeah, by the way, yeah, I know, me and my 80s rock references. Well, sorry to say, you might as well get used to it. Because, yeah, it's not like I'm going to stop doing that anytime in the next 5 years. Well, of course, that's hypothetical. 5, 10, 15... Any and every chance I can see to do so, yeah. Okay, now it's... Oh, these things. I forgot about these things. Okay, how... Well, not that way. Gotta remember which direction, which button on the D-pad to hit on those. Interesting puzzle idea. At least it will be in later areas. Then, unfortunately, it never really got used again, that I can think of. That's fine when you're grinding, when you actually want the battles. Right now, not so much so. Okay. Just out of curiosity, let's see here. Okay, Simon, 180 MP. 18. Another reason I'm not going to get too heavy into using magic spells. 18 MP for one spell, when you only have 200 MP total. That adds up fast. I mean... Oh, not that way. Vile shadows. What's so vile about them? Okay, that's only 12. Don't work on most enemies anyways. But yeah, another reason I'm not going to get too heavy on magic use. Most of the really good spells don't seem to work on enemies around here anyways. Aside from costing too much MP, a lot of the enemies around here seem to be immune to them. So what's the point? In fact, the more I think about it, the more I'm tempted to do what I usually do and just go back to Dama, change Link, and Simon both back to soldiers, having all their magic spells still intact just in case I need them. But yeah, brute force my way through the game as I usually do. Screw magic spells, since they cost too much and don't often work anyways. I mean, that's one of the things I like about games like Final Fantasy II. The level of the spell dictates how much MP it's going to take to use it. So you'll never have a magic spell that costs more than 10, 20 points to use. Ever, at any point in the game. Level 1 spell, 1 point. Level 2 spell, 2 points, so forth and so on. Whether it's attack or healing. Oops, wrong way. Interesting puzzle once you figure it out, but yeah. Games like this one are a pain in the butt on MP charges. 20 points for a spell. Even in the remake, like Omni Heal is like 50, 60 points. What? Bullshit! Okay, at this rate, this video is just going to be me trying to get to that armor that's at the other end of that passageway. Which I'm not going to pass up on because it's, I think, the best armor in the entire game for the hero character. Or is that the helmet or the shield that's over there? Can't remember if the armor is here in this dungeon tower or if it's in the other location I'll be going to probably after I'm done here. Can't remember which one. I think the armor is here and the shield is over there, I think. Okay, good. Ah! spoke too soon, I did. Again, what's so vile about these shadows? Other than their putrid color scheme. Oh, that's what. Okay. They can cast that spell. Like the gold bat goons in part 2. Oh, good God. Yeah! Sorry. Bad memories. I mean, on my playthrough of part 2 that I did for the channel just a month or two ago, I got lucky. They never did that. At least not while I was recording. They did that a couple times while I was grinding in that final area. But oh, they can do that too, huh? What? Whoa, Simon's... Ooh. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Try this again. Take that. Get that cursor off the screen. Now. What? Who's she? Go away. Hey! Don't do that again. Really, game? Do I get to get through this tower sometime in this video? Or This video just gonna be you and your random battles. Alright, from now on I'm editing out the return trips back up here. Oh! Alright, try again. Finally! Criminy. Yeah, that's what I thought. Only 20 points better? Thought it was more of an increase than that, but okay. Oh, worked on a couple of them. What? What the f- outside? Not now. Go away. Wait, back down here again. Son of a... I don't care about that treasure chest. Oh, okay, yeah, this is... Okay, more of this. Alright, try this again. That's better. That's better. Really, game? Got milk? Finally. Fairy flute. If you don't have it yet, well, you'll have to go back to the nearest village and find it, then work your way back up here. Rubus. Why does that name sound familiar? Within Dragon Quest games, that is. Not speaking of general mythology, but just within Dragon Quest games. Oh. Okay, yeah. That's right. Foreshadowing Part 2. The charm of Rubus that lets you see through the deception of Argon's castle appearing to be Middenhall Castle. So she does keep her promise, so to speak. Not to me, but to my distant descendants. Several, well actually I don't know how many years passed between this game to Part 1, but it's 100 years from Part 1 to Part 2, so... Anyways... Only 4. No, the price only went up two gold since. But the price of this for this inn would only go up 2 gold by the time of Part 1. Man, I guess there is no inflation in these games, or at least very, very slow inflation rate. I mean, again, I don't know how many years passed between this game to Part 1, but in Part 1, the same inn only cost $6. Only $2 more. Anyways, that'll about do it for this video. Next time, explore more of what's left of Elfgard. See ya then, for what might be the finale, if not 2 videos to go for that. But getting close to the end of this playthrough. Since there is no post-game in this version of the game, I mean in the Switch version of the game there is, but here in the original, no. Anyways, See you next time. As always, thanks for watching. Bye.